Hey all, and welcome back for the round of HellfireComms Patreon TV comms. Today we're checking out a brand new series, and yet another isekai. This is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 1 to 3. Thank you FireKirby135 for commissioning this. I'm going to be watching these with Tanner, who I believe has actually watched the whole thing.
I've watched all of season 1, and I got most of the way through season 2. The only thing is, I actually watched it dubbed because I'm the type of guy who likes to put on dubbed anime and then just like work around the house.
Oh, sure.
And I really enjoyed the dub. It was a really, really good one. And because it's a simul dub, the episodes come out really slowly, so it just came out too slow and I kind of fell off. But I really like this anime.
Well, we're all familiar with things coming out slowly. One of those series we'll be seeing soon. And then my power will be maximum. But anywho, today we're watching this, so if you need help syncing, check the video description. There's instructions there that will help you sync your copy of the media to our commentary. So here we go. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 1, in 3, 2, 1. Good job I turned down the volume. It was at full blast. I don't need isekai at full blast in my ears.
So you said you'd done a few other isekais. What are some of the other ones you guys did?
Well, we got Konosuba, we had ReZero, we tried a little bit of No Game, No Life, but Neo was like so put off by it, I believe we asked the patron to switch, honestly.
That's understandable. So this is definitely like the isekai right now, to a point where I've been watching some and they literally say, oh, it's just like Tensura, which is the kind of acronym name, like Konosuba, the shortening. It's brought up in other isekai because it was that huge of a release.
God damn. Didn't really expect a child to just be vaporized like that at the start of the episode.
Yeah, before we hit the minute mark.
He has a very long face.
Those are very scary words to say, you know. What a peaceful, uneventful day. Sure hope nothing goes wrong.
Ah, in this poor provincial town. Well, I know the perfect way to get you one. Kills you, throws you into fantasy world.
Alright, take a guess. How do you think it's gonna happen?
Well, I did read the synopsis, so I kind of understand, but I think a knife will be involved.
Okay. I mean, he was crossing the road. I know I thought at first it's gonna be a car crash. Well, what's it gonna be, right? It could be anything.
Actually, now that you mention it, do you think that was put in intentionally?
I honestly do, because I think the character of Truck-kun, the isekai sender, is like so iconic. Everyone loves Truck-kun.
Well, I mean, if you want to really twist the meaning of isekai, you could call Zombieland Saga one, because it basically propels the main character into a different world entirely. More episodes of that to come as well, Zombieland Saga. Life really is good right now.
Yeah, you get to go out for food with friends. I mean, they are getting, together and stuff. But hey, it's all good. Definitely no problem. No guy running towards us with a knife currently.
Jeez. It's not often you see a plot device just run towards you.
Knife attacks are actually a real big thing in Japan, to a point where they removed the knife item from GoldenEye on the N64 because there was currently a bad knife serial killer going around in Japan.
Oh, I live in Nottingham, mate. You don't need to tell me about that. Well, you did kind of just stand there and take it. Oh, you mean, like, the morality of the whole thing, right? Uploading data.
You have learned pain as a skill.
Oh, I hate this. He just looks up and sees Sora is finally here on like a billboard or something. No, there was time! I'm watching a fucking Pokemon presentation. What's going on here?
Bro, get ready for so many charts.
Let me paint you with blood. Oh no, that's never a good thing to say as you're dying. Senpai, what the fuck?
Yeah, maybe this was a good thing, actually. Wait, what?
Well, at least I'll die knowing that someone else isn't a virgin. That's good, I guess.
Dick her down real good, dude. But don't forget to wipe my hard drive.
Yes, do that first, actually. Keep her waiting if you have to. Removing penis. Wait, what? One of the Istari, sent to the world of Middle-earth to help maintain balance in the war against Sauron.
He's literally like, get that HUD out of my head.
And once again, hard drive. I'm dead now, who cares? Boom. The Storm Dragon. Ooh. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance going into this. I think that's kind of the point, though, to big up the idea of reincarnation in the mind of the viewer before, uh-oh, it's a slime.
It's really making it seem like he's reincarnating to this higher plane of existence with imagery straight out of an MC Escher painting, and then, yeah, haha, level 1 slime.
In you and I.
Little bit.
No. Nope, ain't got no voice.
I really love how this really, like, shows what it's like to be something with no form, no mouth. It's kind of terrifying.
Again with that, you dead, bro. You got more things to worry about.
He's really concerned with what's on that hard drive.
Turns out it's just all slime porn. How ironic. Maybe he didn't have such a great life as he was proclaiming to have before.
There's something to be enjoyed about a simple life, and what's more simple now than being a blue blob?
That is kind of my MO. Nothing else to do? Might as well eat.
Just absorb them right into you.
Yeah, just you see a Dorito packet disappear. It's like, what? That don't make any sense. Okay.
Just to put it into perspective, I would call this type of anime a anime focused on people who freaking love gaining abilities in video games. You're
Right.
going to see ability synthesis that you haven't seen since Birth by Sleep.
You said the right words, and it got the right reaction. Oh, that's another isekai that I forgot to mention. Rising of a Shield Hero.
Actually, speaking of Birth by Sleep, the voice of Great Sage is the Japanese voice of Aqua.
Hey, there you go. I thought she sounded a little bit familiar.
Imagine telling the voice in your head to dumb it down for you.
I never have to worry about that. Yeah, well, Choo Choo Slime is very medicinal in The Legend of Zelda, so I get it.
This dude is just running forward and pressing the pickup item button.
Well, that's kind of how his murderer murdered him. He just ran forward with a knife. I will become the richest slime in the world.
My man has no arms, no legs, but he's still on that grind thinking about the money.
Very interesting. I've never seen a slime fall down a flight of stairs before.
Should be a whole genre of YouTube videos.
Help, I got reincarnated as a slime and fell downstairs. That's the sequel.
Good thing he's not water soluble.
Yeah, jeez. I don't think you have any organs, bro. You don't need to worry about drowning. A magic barrier, eh?
Just propelled himself to the next plot point.
Oh, thank you. That was my favourite part of my body.
I want him to just be like, I can't hear. I have no ears.
But somehow I understand. approaches you with a full head of hair. Of course it'd be a fucking dragon, it's an RPG.
I think it's a prerequisite if it's an RPG world. You gotta have a dragon at least somewhere. Yeah, bro, I can't see anything.
It's just like what he imagines the dragon to be like.
I think it's more he can, like, sense the shape in front of him.
Oh, he's like Daredevil.
A little bit.
Dragon time, that's nothing really.
Fun fact, this dragon is the voice of Kyo Kusanagi from King of Fighters.
Ah, there you go. It's probably already been mentioned, but I assume magicules is just magic molecules.
Yeah, it's literally just, like, the magic in the air. I will say, as the show goes on, these skill up things are a lot less pomp and circumstance when he's getting like 20 per episode. I'm so small and marketable.
Oh no, he's handsome.
Yo, he's kind of cool.
Show me what that slime do, bro. We had a deal. The rest of those dragons, bitches. Don't listen to a word they say.
Most of them, they use Instagram filters. They're so fake. Nah, we're true. I love the concept of unique monsters in video games where you
Yeah.
meet one and he's like, no, I'm not just a goblin. I'm John, the red goblin, and I can talk. And you're like, oh god, have I been killing things that can think?
Yes, you have. Many, actually. Maybe God has a plan for you, guy who needed his hard drive destroyed.
There's only one way to beg forgiveness, and it's to save this world.
The rest of them were a bit more lucky than you, though, sorry to say.
Like how he immediately assumes that they're going to be Japanese people, not thinking about the fact that there's a whole other world out there.
Well, I mean, just imagine you get stranded in another world. You'd want to have your fellow countrymen there, wouldn't you? There we go. Whoops, sorry, bro.
You know, as you do, sometimes you accidentally break stuff.
Ah, well, you see, I'm actually weak as a kid. Even you could take me down.
Nice little thing there. They called this character a Yusha, which is the word meaning like brave or hero, as Dragon Quest calls him. So literally, they're saying this is the Dragon Quest hero of this world.
Nice. Maybe one could turn me back. I'm already so tired of being a slime bro. I miss my dick.
The one nice thing about having the main character here be like 30 something years old is, oh, this guy's played every Dragon Quest.
I wonder if he could eat the imprisonment smell.
Well, that's an idea, isn't it? We'll put that idea away in our noggin for later.
Again, hard drive, Delito Maximus.
Yeah, we'll keep reminding. Yeah, we could do like a Freak the Mighty thing, you know? I go on your head.
No, I really need a friend. You don't understand how lonely I am.
So he's been here like a couple hours and he's already like befriended one of the most powerful beings in this world.
Imagine if that was the whole series. Like, he never ends up leaving this cave.
Yeah, they're just bros forever.
Again with this shit.
Hey, a good bro wouldn't look.
Doors. Nice. You just wasted a whole PC. You only said the hard drive. It's like people who think like the fucking monitor is the PC.
All right, I'm going to warn you right now. You're going to see stuff in this intro and you're going to be like, I do not know what I'm looking at. This intro is so like from what you just watched to what you're going to see is going to be the most what the hell thing ever.
Okay, gains a corporeal form of sorts, I see. It is very different in tone, you're right.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like we saw one character and now here's a million.
I guess the first skill he acquires in the next episode is completely different show.
Yeah. We are changing the genre because we realized people want more generic anime stuff.
Oh no. I was gonna say, it kinda reminded me of Fairy Tail a little bit.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I'm very happy it's much better than that.
Oh boy. Alright guys, that was the first episode of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. An awful lot of just hanging around and talking, but I gotta say I wasn't bored during that. It had a good bit of pep in its step.
Yeah, no, it's a nice episode to really one establish kind of the rules of this world and set the tone for, hey, do you like grinding to level 100 in Area 1? If so, this is the show for you.
I can't get over how people did that as Roxas in KH2. Jesus Christ. Anywho, ready for episode 2, mate?
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. Episode 2 of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime in 3, 2, 1. Alright, just straight into the OP this time.
I really do like this OP song though. It gets stuck in my head every now and then. The other OPs are pretty good, but this one, the first one, it hits just right.
I gotta say, it didn't do much for me.
It is one of those things that you have to listen to, I think, a couple times for it to settle in. It's just the notes kind of worm your way in, at least to my head. So since we just saw that, how about some fun facts about this anime?
Okay.
One of them is that this is one of 5 isekai anime titles that are banned in Russia because of their depiction of reincarnation, including Konosuba, Zombieland Saga, Princess Lover, and Nekopara. There is 2 seasons of the show, a spin-off show that's more comedic called The Slime Diaries, and it's getting a movie next year.
Okay.
There's also a free-to-play app game of this, and it is one of the best-looking mobile games I've ever seen. It looks like a PS5 game on mobile. It's full 3D movement and everything. It's the craziest thing. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. That time, Tanner gave me a few tidbits. The end. Meeting the goblins. Is this a Pat-centric episode?
Hey, that's every time he wakes up, isn't it?
Oh boy. Shout outs to him, though, for making a series where he directly confronts his OCD tendencies.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, that makes sense. It just comes off of the dragon, lands in the environment.
It's like, how our skin cells are flying off everywhere and everyone's room is currently covered in themselves. Make sure you dust.
Yes, please do. Jesus Christ. How you doing, bro? Getting a bit close there. Why did you think that would work? I didn't agree to be your friend just so you could ignore me.
Look at him rubbing his little hands together. I love Veldor. He's such a good guy.
Apart from that one time he burned a town to the ground.
Yeah, but he said it was an accident.
I saw him doing it on purpose. Can't lie to me in a flashback. Bro, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you said you got 100 years left. Whatever, we got time. Doesn't need to eat or poop or anything.
Ah, wonderful. You know how much we could accomplish as a species if we didn't need to pee or poop? We would be gods.
Just a little vor between bros.
Oh my god, no. Why'd you have to phrase it like that? It's like when people call fusion, like, ugh, I won't even get into it.
See, he thought it was a funny joke.
It's been almost 300 years. I will believe anything if it will get me out of here.
Yeah, if I was stuck in a cave, unable to do anything for 300 years, and a guy said, like, walked in and said, I'm gonna eat you, it's like, at least that's something.
Really? Don't you already have a name?
So this is one of the weird rules of this. It's like, last names have power here.
I'm just reminded of this one dude at the Olympics with a very unfortunate surname of Bigot.
Oh, no. No, I like Richard Funk from Team Canada, because then it says, Can Richard Funk.
Dick Funk. Ew. Wash yourselves. Hell yeah. No, it sounds rad as fuck, actually.
My name is now Veldora Tempest. That's so cool.
Okay, so Veldora Tempest, voiced by Tamoaki Mano. Let's see what else he's done. Kyo Kusanagi, as you told me in the last episode. Oh, he voiced Daigo in Pokemon Masters, aka Steven Stone. He was Squallow in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind.
I love the idea of, well, if you can't get out of this cage, I'm gonna eat you, then get you out of the cage.
Whatever means necessary.
Me eating a burger after a long day.
Oh, sometimes you just need a good burger. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're messing with the natural order of things here.
Yeah, right?
Okay, I'm taking all this in, immediately forgetting it.
This is a very, like, it's a show that really goes into the political side after a while. And boy, geez, does it get confusing when they're talking about all these nations. I wonder if this guy went to the barber's market and was like, how do you want your hair done? And he's like, yo, give me the Orin, but mess me up. Mess me up at the same time.
Fuck me up, fam. Wish I could have banal conversations about the disappearance of a dragon.
I wish I could talk about the power vacuum of Monster Society.
Politics slowly gets up to leave.
Meanwhile, I was just hopping around with a dragon in my stomach.
Gotta be like level 90 before he leaves this cave. Nice!
So this is the wild part. Skills can combine and evolve as well. So not only do you get acquisition, you get like combining, synthesizing, evolving. It's just like, as someone who loves that part of video games, this show is just like, yeah, let's go.
So if I got super speed and levitation, I could combine them into flight, essentially.
Oh yeah, yep, yeah, you got it exactly.
I took that from Jackie Chan Adventures. Oh, jeez. Jesus, slimes are terrifying.
At low level, they're cute, but at high level, they're terrifying.
Oh, interesting. Being a predator is great, said the slime who wanted his hard drive destroyed.
I know, and it sucks because it's like, you're like, I wonder why he started in this world with the skill Predator. Could it be because it was on his hard drive? Oh no!
Yeah, maybe if you want to absorb more things, don't lead with poisonous breath.
Maybe only use that on things you've already absorbed once. Think about it like a video game!
Whee! He's just having fun.
I mean, look at all these different powers he's getting.
Pretty sure you could easily retrofit this whole thing into a Kirby anime.
Right? Like he's literally gooey from Dreamland 3. Like to the point where absorbing stuff to get their powers, like it's all there.
The final boss of the cave approaches. How the fuck do escape ropes work in Pokemon, may I ask?
I don't know.
Because, like, you warp. Like, you go upwards, and yet you get out of a place.
Yeah, it's strange.
Maybe you should lead with the fact that you vored, like, the ultimate dragon. Maybe they'd be impressed by that.
Maybe you should just hide in the shadows and speak to them and say, "Don't be scared when I come out."
Yes, what an awful guy. I'll make sure to friend him.
I'm gonna make him my friend so hard, he's gonna love it.
See ya. Well, you fucking ate him.
They said in one line, but it's like he's in the stomach and he's reforming in there. So
Right.
it's like he ate him, but he's not dead. He's just kind of getting reatomized inside of him.
Okay. Oh, he could come out like all chippy and cute.
He could.
Hello.
Imagine running into this slime and it just screams at you so loud it just disables you.
I'm flattered, but just a little old slime here on a little old slime walk.
Yeah, I'm just a little slime. Just a little guy.
It's my birthday, my slime birthday. A lot less rapey than your usual goblin village.
Yeah, these goblins are pretty wholesome, honestly.
Sounds like he's disintegrating as we speak.
He's literally like Thanos snap dust flying off him right now.
I mean, just his mere presence will be enough to put a lot of creatures off, I guess. Oh, is this because of Valdora?
Mm-hmm. He's got the aura of the storm dragon.
Oh, nice. Menacing.
Yeah, he's literally emitting like the scent of power. People were literally shitting themselves being right next to you. Thank you for putting that away.
Several of them have gone deaf. Jesus Christ.
It's strange because like there's some pretty tough violence in this show, and yet this is actually ranked as like one of the top children's anime of the year. Which it's like, huh? I don't know if I would call it that, but sure. I guess it's like preteen level.
I mean, you can just cast poison breath and decimate them all.
I mean, they're also just dogs, so you can just, like, you know, craft some peanut butter and get them very confused.
Tyler, do we need to have a talk?
They have no idea what to do when it's on the roof of their mouth.
Ah, I see. That could have gone in a very different direction with Flame here.
Mm-hmm.
Do it for the goblin kids.
I don't accept a quest unless the items are worthy of me.
I mean, I'm not even like asking for money here, just a place to rest my head would be nice. Hey, connections, it's useful.
Well, especially in this world where they already talked about how, like, names have power, loyalty also has power.
Oh lord, they coming. God bless you, Slime Coon.
This is like the only time a slime has been revered this much.
Mm-hmm. Well, outside of Dragon Quest, anyway. That time I got reincarnated as a slime and became the leader of goblins. Like, the title gets longer every episode.
Yeah, just every time. It's the time I got reincarnated as a slime, ate a dragon, and became the mayor of the goblins, and then it just keeps, yeah, next episodes, add more, add more, add more.
That was me before I got shivved. Here's me being shivved.
I will say, it's so weird seeing all the, like, him pre-slime form, because, like, I'm gonna say in like 2 or 3 episodes, they stop ever talking about him before he was a slime. He just accepts his new life.
I kind of have to, really. You can't live in two worlds.
Yeah, no, it's, you know, he's become something much better.
Debatable.
I know where this goes. It's much better.
Okay.
It's actually kind of cool that the voice for Rimuru in slime form is Miho Okasaki, and this was actually her first role. Period. However, she actually debuted earlier because while the slime anime was in 2018, Rimuru was added to Sino Alice, which is a mobile game, in 2017. So she got to get there even ahead of time.
Oh, yeah, she does a good job. Like, obviously, I'm not listening to this in my native tongue, but I can sense her energy, and it's all good.
It's a cute voice, and that's important.
Alright, so we finally got out of that bloody cave. It's like getting off the boat, but a lot sooner.
Yep.
And, yeah, not a lot else to say other than now we're getting crack-a-lacking with the adventure.
Yeah, this is where it really sort of picks up and goes into like, all right, let's see. You know, the 3-episode rule. By the end of episode 3, you actually get what the anime is about, usually.
It's a very good metric to judge an anime by, really. It may be a bit generalizing, but, you know, there's a lot of anime out there. You gotta kind of pick and choose which ones you want to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you ready for the final episode of this batch, mate?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, episode 3 of That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime in 3, 2, 1. Yes, we were there. Oh, Jesus, I regret this instantly!
I know I asked for this, but maybe not.
How became Spider Slime.
I know you said, oh man, we're finally out of that cave. There's another anime called The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Spider, or I'm a Spider, so what? That's the other title for it.
Oh, right, yeah.
And that one's another really good one. But literally, it's what if getting out of the cave was the whole first season. And that, at first, I was like, I don't know if I could do that. But the trials and tribulations makes it so much more cathartic when she finally gets out. That's another good one I recommended. People like this one. Definitely check out the spider one. So yeah, this started as a web novel, actually, not even a light novel. So it started as just a novel kind of posted online. And then after it finished, it was given a light novel printing. And then after that, it got a manga. And then after that, here we are with the show, and it's super huge. So, it's sort of like One Punch Man and Mob Psycho, where it's like it just started as a thing online and then got so big, it got printed and then got everything else.
Nice. Speaking of, Mob Psycho Season 3 got announced recently. Very excited.
I gotta finish season 2. That was another one where I watched a bit and then just fell off because of time and life. And now that season 3 is confirmed, I hear season 2 is really good, so I gotta watch.
It's great, yeah. Oh, sorry, were you waiting for me to discuss how we should defeat the direwolves?
Just want to be like, alright, so you want to do a fucking infinite?
That time I got reincarnated as a slime and did an infinite. Well, maybe not all of us. Literally Kirby.
Literally, Kirby, you're super right.
I was thinking the other day, like, why does Kirby remind me of Majin Buu? Oh, right, because they're both pink and absorb things. Oh. Yeah, this is just gonna triple, even quadruple, maybe quintuple the loyalty.
It reminds me of a Kirby Squeak Squad where you can like store food in your stomach and then like throw it around and stuff. So just storing all these potions and just absorb, give the potion, throw them out.
Did you really have to play some ass up, though? No, I don't make the rules, alright, I'm just a little slime. Good job he played Animal Crossing before coming here.
Yeah.
He never got to try that new update. Darn!
Finally, we can be top dog. Yuck,
Yes!
Yuck, 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 yuck.
Yaga wolf! Oh! I thought he was going to do a big stretch for a second.
Yeah, big doggo stretch.
Gotta be one guy in the pack who's like, sir, why are we doing this? Because we're wolves. What else should we be doing?
They take one look at the fence and go, well, we're done. All right, go home, guys.
Actually, no, sir, that's a pretty fucking good fence. Look at it. The craftsmanship alone. Don't worry, watch. This is gonna be hilarious. He tried, bless him.
You know what? He's doing his best. Fast pupper moving, hyper speed, very quick.
I literally just talked about the thread, bro.
I can break these threads!
Oh no. You attacked us. Sorry, that was self-defense.
One dog at the back is like, yeah, we never liked him anyways, thanks. Bro, you just ate my dad!
That's cool. I'll become your dad.
Hey, it's me, I'm fine.
Jesus. When you turn into a smash reaction and they yell at top volume. A woo. Hell yeah. Goblins and direwolves.
The first step to, you know, getting better as a civilization is domestication of animals.
A direwolf for every family. Yeah, I didn't really think this through.
Now we have more mouths to feed. Gonna be friends or else.
I'll slimify you. You're literally just civilization building at this point.
Well, I'm gonna let you know that's the main concept of this rest of this anime.
Oh, I kind of like that actually.
It is just civilization for the rest of it, and it's so good.
Gobbo, Gobbo um, Gobby.
Oh my god, you literally did the joke that they're gonna do.
Oh my. So excited to get names. That is a pretty good name, honestly.
Yeah, I like it. It's taking the old name and adding, a bit more onto it. I mean, that's what a lot of languages actually do.
I've never seen such a nice camp of goblins before. It's kind of weird.
Yo, Gobta's a bro. I love Gobta.
Where's Gobnaldo? We need the obnoxious one. Imagine if you had the power to just change someone's name. You are now Stinky.
I guess I'm stinky now.
No, I don't want it. You are Stinky now.
Look at their little tails.
So, again, we honestly fucking hated the boss, so. You are Ristar. Very good. Perfection. He likes it.
He really does. Look at that tail go. Yeah, so the reason they were kind of like, hey, are you sure you're going to name us all? It's because naming takes up magic in this world.
Ah, I see. Well, I really hope the wolves don't eat the goblins, or vice versa.
They made him like an altar. It's like he's dead.
Oh. Oh. That feel when no one will ever polish your body and then hug you.
They actually do have several life-size Rimuru like slime pillows,
Of
and
course
apparently
they do.
they're the comfiest things ever.
Ah, there we go. You're my favorite goblin.
Yeah, you're looking a lot more like me, as in bouncier.
I was gonna say, what's changed in the past few days? What?
Remember the elder who was dying?
It allowed us to become who we truly were on the inside.
Because they're no longer just generic monsters, now they're all named monsters.
Oh, of course. Aw. Careful, bro, careful.
Yo, if dogs could wag their tails so fast tornadoes would be, like, erupting, well, that'd be, like, the best and worst thing.
Exactly the same.
Gopta becomes basically a main character, and he's so good because yeah, he's just naturally funny.
Everything the light touches, etc. Pack sensibility, I guess.
I find the way that this universe treats names to actually be really cool because they really play the idea of the names having power up.
Yeah, well, that's like a classic witches, wizards, magic thing, really. Names having power. I was too cute, and now my master spirals down.
Yeah, now they're bigger, and now they take more food.
Oh no. Oh jeez. I love how Ranga just slides into scenes sometimes.
He's great. He's a good boy. Yeah, you can't make referential humor in another world. Rule 1, I'm your god, and you give me everything.
Those are pretty simple rules, honestly. I'm not racist towards them, therefore you have to treat them as allies. They will fucking nuke you. Have I made myself clear? You must remember where you came from.
Yeah, you were all little scrimblows before.
Actually, Govta, you're exactly the same, so you should get this more than most. Oh, another title.
This will make me even more muscular.
Oh, yes. Yeah, really. Thank God there was an eggplant forest just to the east.
You gotta start somewhere with your houses. Oh, okay, a little bit better than that though.
I mean, you leveled up your strength, your dexterity. I guess the creativity part's a bit out. Well, maybe now we're a bit more sexy, they'll listen to us.
Yeah, just send a scout party of all the most scantily clad female goblins, and trust me, you will trade with whoever comes by.
Hell yeah. Episode 4. I go contract some dwarves to help build me a house.
Pretty much.
Come back to us soon, oh god slime. You could have just turned into a wolf yourself, mate.
Yeah, but it's just something about just being, being a slime fully in the fur of a doggo. It's the life.
Interesting ending thing.
Yeah, I think all the endings for a while are actually unique until they kind of settle down into a set one.
It seems a bit longer than usual, so we should probably watch it.
I think there's almost every episode has a post credit, so that makes sense. In general, the production values for this show are quite high because, again, it was already looking to be one of the biggest light novels out there. So they got the team behind this is 8-Bit, who actually worked with. This was actually their first anime. But they've also worked with some older ones as other companies there. Some of the stuff they did are The Fruit of Grisaya, which is I watched that. That's really good. Did some of the Irregular at Magic High School, which is another sort of fantasy life one. Infinite Stratos, that name's familiar. I haven't watched it though. Yeah, so they're a really good anime company. Just haven't done a ton of stuff. This is their biggest thing.
Got a next time thing in the Kingdom of the Dwarves.
Oh, maybe we guessed wrong. That's all right.
I must have not been looking at the time correctly. Oh well, watching the ED ain't gonna hurt. Oh, alright, that was the first few episodes of that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I have to say, my expectations have been adjusted. If this is all just building one big civilization, I am here for it. And I enjoyed that quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, that's why like the 3-episode rule is so important, because if you just watch the first 2 episodes, it's kind of like that generic isekai leveling up stuff, which is still good, but then this one really shows like, okay, no, we're going to be building not just like a civilization, but we're going to be making like the monster civilization, and that's really fun to watch grow.
Sadly, I don't think we have any more episodes of Slime on the docket, but if you guys want to see more, hit up patreon.com/HellfireComms, and you can help us to watch more anime, I guess. It supports the group, I swear. So thank you all for your patience and support as we work through this backlog. If you commission something this year, you'll most likely get it next year. But in the meantime, every penny helps to support HFC. And thank you, FireKirby135, for commissioning these. We'll see you next time for another batch of HFC Patreon TV comms. Bye-bye.